was coming together even before the health care bills began to grow, and the spending that was going on in our government had already begun, and the government expansion had already begun when the Tea Party began to come together. We were an organization without a nidus at one point. A lot of conservatives who were worried about the government, who were worried about maybe some things in the Patriot Act, and maybe some things in the TARP program that occurred even before Barack Obama became president. So I just wanted to make that one correction for Rush. But I think he is right. I think we have transformed, and we're not so much a protest group standing on corners protesting, although we will stand out and let our words be known. I think we have transformed. We've become more organized and more powerful because of it. You know, there's a lot of tea parties in the country. There's a lot of tea parties in the state. There are a lot of other conservative organizations, and I always say, and I will continue to say this, when new groups spring around Albuquerque and around other places, I don't see them as competition to the Albuquerque Tea Party. When there's a new president of a new organization, and if he's getting people organized and he or she are making headway toward a conservative government, I say more power to them. If they can do better than me, that's wonderful. My ego is not in this. My dedication to this country is in this, and so I just put that word out because I know there are a couple of new organizations around, and look at them, see what their goals are. Some of them are a little bit different than the Tea Parties, but still are conservative organizations, and if you can work for both, great, work for both. It's all toward that same goal of returning our country to its constitutional values and its constitutional organization. So let me get off my soapbox and recognize some other folks here along our agenda lines. First thing I'd like to do is I'd like to have all military, police, fire, active, retired veterans please stand up and be recognized by the crowd. Oh, somebody else wants to take your picture, so stand up again. You got a real fish eye there. All right. And then I would like to recognize anybody that's here that is an elected official, a sitting elected official that's come to be in our midst tonight. None in this moment. Okay. And then I would like everyone here who is a candidate for an office from city to national to stand, and we'll let you announce your name and the office for which you are running. Sorry. Over here.
Thank you. My name is Diane Snyder. I'm running for the New Mexico State Senate in Senate District 15, and I'm the Republican candidate. Thank you.
My name is Elizabeth Key, Elizabeth with an S, Peachy Key, and I'm running for the New Mexico House in District 25. And we kind of share a lot, so we're trying to work together and take back the New Mexico House. Thank you.
My name is John Berry. I'm your independent conservative candidate for United States Senate here in New Mexico. I joined the Tea Party movement several years ago. I got tired of professional career politicians increasing my taxes, increasing government, and then at the same time taking my freedoms and liberties away. I want something for our grandchildren, your grandchildren, our families. That's why I'm running. I need your help as an independent. I'd like you to take a look at me. I believe I'm the only true conservative. You've heard that before, but I am. I'm passing around some clipboards. If you'd like to volunteer for my campaign, I'd appreciate it. And like all candidates, I need donations. But please take a look at me. Let's get this country back. God bless. Thank you.
There are a lot of things going on, and I started talking about that before. I just want to let you know about a couple of other things on a larger scale. This coming weekend, the 20th through the 22nd, Tea Party Patriots, which is the national coordinating organization that tries to help coordinate Tea Party and other conservative organizations around the nation, is having one of their local coordinator summits, and I will be going up to Denver, Colorado, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to meet with other local coordinators and talk about what plans we have, what organizational help the national organization can give us, and I'm sure we'll be talking about a Get Out the Vote movement, conservative support movements, both for the election and for the sitting Congress right now. As you know, Tea Party Patriots has stayed these last 2 years since 2010 with a very strong push of holding elected officials' feet to the fire at the congressional level, keeping track of how they vote and where they're getting pushed from both sides of the aisle when they want to talk conservatism, when they want to talk about not raising the debt limit again and not feeding the monkey up in Washington with more money. And so that's another thing that we'll be talking about. There's a website called feettothefire.org that was put together by a Tea Party Patriot organization, a spin-off organization, that you can look at all of your national elected officials and see how they voted on everything since they've been in office and how that relates to the Tea Party caucus's vote, to the Republican Party's vote, and to the Democrat Party's vote. And so you get a real good idea of what your congressman or senator has been doing since they left and went to Washington, and can vote accordingly. All of the candidates will tell you that one of the things that they need most is money. And I will tell you that the Albuquerque Tea Party also sees money as a necessary evil for our needs to get things done. When we have this organizational meeting, when we have meet and greets, we're still trying to get candidates to come together for a forum in the general election. We're not getting surprised, but we're not getting very many Democrats that will agree to that challenge. And so we're beginning to look for other folks to join with, so that it's not just a Tea Party event, and maybe they won't be as afraid of us if we join with somebody else. But anyhow, I wanted to lead from that into the treasury of the Albuquerque Tea Party, because you guys give to the Albuquerque Tea Party. We're going to pass the hat in just a little bit, and you might want to know what we do with that, how much of it we have, and what are our plans other than just the rental for this meeting. And so I'm going to ask our treasurer, Bob Young, to come up and give you just a short report from the treasurer on what your money is doing and what we're doing with it. Bob?
Since the last meeting, it's been kind of atypical. Basically, our income since the last meeting was $1,507, thanks to the generosity of the 12 by 12. And you digging deep into your pockets here when we pass the hat, as we are going tonight. And please be as generous as you have been in the past. expenses for the last time was $1,113. Our current balance in the bank is $7,443.09. Talking about money, though, I just relate to you a story that I heard out of Santa Fe. It seems that the progressive senators in Santa Fe didn't think the Senate chambers were quite up to speed considering the importance of the office, so they put an RFP out to change the interior. So 3 contractors responded to the RFP. The first contractor came and he looked at the place. The guys measured her out, measured everything, draw it into what was, on his clipboard. He brought his interior designer in to help. Then they turned in an invoice or an RFP for $70,483. The second contractor came in, did the same thing as the first one. He turned in an estimate for $70,383. The third guy came up, took out a piece of paper, and wrote down, handed it over to him for $92,383. And they kind of stepped back and they said, "What's this for?" He said, "Well, the first 10,000 is for you, second 10,000 is for me, and the other 70,383 is to pay contractor number 2 to do the job. You don't want the contract." Our only income, like I said, is from your donations in the hat and by 12 by 12. If you want to sign up by the 12 by 12 club, which that means $12 per month for 12 months, so basically $144 a year. And you can do it through PayPal. It's just an automatic deduction on your card. And that's how another way we receive funds. If you go to the website, there's a link to it. It's easy enough to do. One of the other things that we're selling now is bumper stickers we came up with. And this one says, "Sorry yet." And this one says, 01/2013. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's the last day of the current president's day in office, okay? And below that it says, "End of an era." And we all know what kind of era that is, right? Anyway, these are on sale outside after the meeting. They're $2 each, in case you want. One of the things that you can do, which is what I did, I'm not big time on putting stickers on my car, but you can go out and you buy a magnet and put it on the back, or take this and put it on the magnet and put it on the car. That way, when we got the new president come next year, you can take it off. You don't have to embarrass yourself by even saying you knew this guy. Also, we got merchandise outside that you can peruse after the meeting. We have shirts and T-shirts, books, films, and so forth. Also, we're always open for raising money. So if anybody's got any great ideas how to raise money, please feel free to come up to me after the meeting and make your suggestion. Thank you.